and no conversation with others who had flown before could have prepared me for what I saw with my own eyes and felt with my own soul. The view was crystal clear and glowing. The simplest way I can explain it to you is the same way I explained it to my 7-year-old son the first time I called him from space. I told him to imagine he had the brightest light bulb ever, splattered with all of the colors we know Earth to be, and that when he turned it on, it was almost too bright to look at. All the Earth's colors glowed with an iridescence and translucence I'd never seen before. My Earthrise moment came while looking out the windows of the Space Shuttle and the International Space Station, ISS. Absorbed in that view of a translucent Earth, I realized something I'd actually known all along. Something I probably learned in kindergarten, in 1968, the same year as the Apollo 8 mission. We live on a planet. I found it strange that this simple truth could be so revelatory. But then again, how often do any of us contemplate its profundity? While it's cool that nearly everyone can see Earthrise every day, the downside is that we seem to have become desensitized to its significance. Since Bill Anders took that first photograph, Earthrise, images of the Earth from space have become ubiquitous. Through the wonders of technology, we see these images in lots of places every day. In advertisements, on flight tracker screens during airline travel, and through apps like Google Earth on our smartphones. Although technology has made us more connected than ever, we somehow fail to appreciate the interconnectivity we share. We seem to forget that our interconnectivity makes all of us interdependent. Experiencing Earth as a unified whole is more than an idea for astronauts. It's a powerful reality. It is a message from the universe, intended not for space flyers alone, but for all humanity. To understand the significance of Earthrise, we have to connect with these 3 simple lessons. We live on a planet. We are all Earthlings. And the only border that matters is the thin blue line of atmosphere that protects us all from the deadly vacuum of space. Astronauts want to share this perspective because we believe it has the power to raise everyone's awareness of our role as crewmates here on Spaceship Earth. It is the key to peaceful and successful cooperation for all humanity, and to a future when all life on Earth not only survives, but also thrives. Now the question is, how can more people receive and take this message to heart? I believe that we each need to find our own Earthrise moment, and you don't have to go to space to do it. An Earthrise moment is any moment that stands out for you and impresses you with a sense of awe and wonder that inspires you in a life-changing way. Here on Earth, we are surrounded every day by opportunities to experience life-changing awe and wonder if we're open to it. One of the simplest ways you can gain this perspective is by watching the sun set on the western horizon and at the same time witness the moon rise in the eastern sky. Wow, you are on a planet. Further, we must take responsibility for our impact on the Earth, our one and only life support system, and for how we care for it. I am not alone in this sentiment. All astronauts, including the pioneers of Apollo, have expressed their own profound feelings of Earthrise awe and our deep and vital relationship with one another and our planet. As a National Aeronautics and Space Administration, NASA astronaut and aquanaut, I was blessed to experience our home planet from some extraordinary vantage points. Across 2 spaceflights, I spent over 3 months living and working in outer space on the International Space Station. On my first mission, I flew to the ISS on the Space Shuttle Discovery as part of the STS-128 crew, and spent 3 months on the ISS as part of the Expeditions 20 and 21 crews, before returning home on the Space Shuttle Atlantis as part of the STS-129. On my second mission, I was part of the STS-133 crew. We flew the final flight of the Space Shuttle Discovery, spending 2 weeks on the ISS, which is not long enough. In preparation for spaceflight, I spent 18 days living underwater on the Aquarius Reef Base, an undersea habitat in the Florida Keys. It was during these experiences that the reality of our planet as our home, as our life